My name's Jordan Robertson. I'm the general manager here at Viaesys, as well as a former snow contractor, landscape snow contractor for about 25 years. We're primarily focused at snow and ice contractors. Everything we've done has been built for this purpose, including our GPS solutions, whether that comes from a dash cam, an MTS Pro Salt Tracker, or any one of our standard GPS hardware options. Many of you that would be familiar with GPS would be familiar with OBD plugins for trucks or vehicles, or with a JBus adapter can be put into equipment. Hardwired GPS, which can essentially be put in anything, including some small equipment, or asset trackers, which we offer in many forms, primarily for theft prevention, maybe putting on a trailer, smaller equipment. There's some noticeable drawbacks to using a standard GPS solution, including having to sign 1 to 3 year contracts that are very difficult to get out of, issues with recovering data, or getting access to good reports that you can use for slip and fall or liability purposes, as well as detailed breadcrumb trails on sites. Having that information is critical when you're trying to defend yourself or when you're just seeing if your guys are doing their jobs properly. We have you geofence certain areas using our software and our portal. So in the case of a GPS, you can go and run a report for any site that you have, see which vehicle, when they got there, when they left, and the total time they were there. One of the typical comments we get back from clients is simply that this has been extremely valuable for training new staff as to how we actually want it done. We've got a really good example, we've got some bad examples, and we can show them both. And when we show them the good example and what we want to be done, they have that great GPS map to show them exactly where they went and how they did it. As a crate man once said, we're very good at plowing 10 inches of snow, not so great at the 20 inches of paperwork that follows. Using our portal, you have access to some really great reporting functions that are very industry specific. A function of that report will let you produce a separate PDF that will show all that information, time in, time out, how long they were there, which vehicle it was, as well as produce the GPS breadcrumb trail and tell you how much salt you used if you were doing that, as well as provide any pictures from the dash cams if you're using those. We have vehicle reports that'll tell you, how far they've traveled in any given point in time, how long they were active in hours, how much time they spent idling in that time, how much time they were inside a geofence, so on-site time. You click on this button, it tells you how many speeding alerts had happened for any particular vehicle. And then when you go into it, you can see all 50 alerts for that month for that vehicle. Go through each of them, see what the posted speed limit was, their average speed during that time. And then when you hover over it, you get to see this nice little trail as we go through, seeing the speed at each section as they went through. One of the unique reports we offer is the ability to show total time on site broken down very intelligently, so we can see your total time for a plow versus a side truck versus sidewalks. And we can do this for any time range you want, whether you want to look at a specific event, just 8 a.m. till 4 p.m., whether you want to look at a day, a month, a year, an entire season, we can do that for you. In fact, we've gone to the length of being able to detect when a certain piece of equipment has gone over the allotted time designated to that site specifically. So if you put in a range of a plow takes an hour to do this, and it took an hour and 20 minutes, we can alert you to the fact that the plow went over their designated time for that site. If you've got your laptop with you, great. You can log on, see everything you need to see, run any reports you want to see. If you're not in front of your computer, you've got the AllTrack app. You could manage your snow event from your truck if you needed to, knowing where all your staff are, how long they've been everywhere, what sites have been hit by what pieces of equipment. When it drives in and out of a site to service it, it's going to identify that it's been plowed and do a check mark on the app when you go to the site. One of the most impressive features we developed is the ability to use facial recognition through our dash cams to automatically create driver timesheets with zero driver input. Now, the contractor in me was excited but very skeptical when this was shown to me, but it's amazing how seamless and reliable this can make time tracking.